Okay, so I got it rendered. We're going to clear in and out. So let's see it real quick. So, okay, obviously you can tell it's not where it should be, okay? So, what you want to do now is you want to come over here to position and you want to start a keyframe. Now, there's ways you can do this where you want the subject in the middle, okay? So, some people have used a circle. Sometimes you can like grab a shape right here, rectangle tool. Let's see, I think you can customize it. It doesn't matter. It could be a circle or, any shape. I forgot how you add like circles and stuff. I think you go right click. Graphics and titles. Let's see where. Well, anyways, there's like a oh, I know how to do it now. See, it just took me a little bit of time. You go down to create like a mask, okay? See, if you don't do this stuff, guys, you get rusty at it. So what is this? Auto reframe, disable when motion. So is that everything? That's a short. Oh, that one's still auto reframe. I don't know why it was on there twice. Anyways, let's figure this out. Okay. So, okay, why is this check marked again? I'm not sure why it does that. I don't know why. But all you have to make sure is that, yeah, that is off. See, because now, you see how I can move, look at the clip, So let's go Control Z. Again, if you want to try and make like a circle, you can click create like a mask. And you can create this little circle here. Let's let it play. So you could do this, and what is going on here? You can make it so it's expansion. Let's see. Go back here. What's going on here? I'm not sure what is going on. 10%. Oh, I guess if you could just drag it. Yeah. So let me hit Control Z. And okay, so you could, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, hang on a sec. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back there. I think it's, what is it, Lumetri color? Was that what I clicked on before? No. Okay, so that's a little better. You don't want to invert it. You want it to be on. Oh, free draw. Okay, let's do free draw maybe. So let's just say. Where's my? Okay, try to draw a circle here. This is silly. Let's go to arrow. Huh. This is being weird. Let's click on. Oh, what was that? See, I don't know why it does this. Let's see here. Whatever. Let's try the square. Here, I'll try the circle. So what you want to do? Okay, this is what I want. I don't know why it was like dark earlier, and then the black around the side. So you want to make this, kind of small. Make this like, a decent size, because you're going to use it as a reference point. Okay, it's moving really slow. It's not like it should be like fast, but I think it's because it's not rendered again. So we want to place this like right in the center, about. And this is where you want to keep your subject, okay? if that makes sense. Like it can be like top, middle, right here. You know, let me move it over a little bit to the right. So as you can see from here and here, it's give or take, it's about the same. So that's the, I don't always use this. I just use this in the beginning when I didn't know what I was doing. You use that as a reference, okay? So now we're gonna get to the fun part. So you see how she's already over here. So first things first, put this back, let it load. Okay, so we're gonna go to position, and if you forget which one of these does what, just hit Control Z to kind of start you over. So this one's like the up and down. This one is, let's see, what does it do? That zooms it. This one goes, I think left and right. See, it's kind of being a pain again because it, because it's, you know, not rendered. It can kind of be a real pain in the butt sometimes. So let me go like this. It should be moving in like real time as I'm doing, but it's slow for some reason, probably because it's, you know, like I said, it's not rendered. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, and there is a way to do it. I think we would just have to re-render it again. But as you can see, it is moving over, so you just have to really drag it. And I think just because I'm gonna render it again and see what happens here. Okay, oh, and then we gotta go up here, render in out. You see this? A lot of learning, guys. A lot of learning curve with this. I'm not gonna stop the screen recording this time because it's a lot of work. Stop and start, start, stop and start, start, stop and start. I could just talk you through it. So I mean, it's already, you know, just about halfway. So we'll see if it messes with us. Just have patience with this. You know, that's like if Adobe can throw an obstacle at your way, it definitely will. So you just gotta bear with it and get through. But hang on a sec here, we're almost done. About 100 to go. You know, it tells you 39 seconds, 38, 37, 36. Render details. Yeah, it lets you know your disk space. That's actually really important. Sometimes, here's another lesson for you. Make sure your disk space, aka your computer memory, is free, because if you don't, and sometimes, that was one of the errors that I meant to tell you guys. Sometimes you'll have it'll be like, oh, can't render section whatever, and you'll be like, what the heck, like what's wrong with it? 9 times out of 10, it's usually your disk space. So make sure that the disk space is clear, or you have, you know, free memory. Okay, so now let's go up here. I'm going to show you. Okay, let's see. See, dang, it does it again. It goes back to red, which is, honestly, that's a real pain, but that's okay. It is where we want it, though. I'm going to move it over a little bit more. Now, we haven't done any keyframes yet. We're just moving the overall position. Have you noticed? So let's go back here. Let's hit play. Okay, now you see how I paused it. See how the head was cut off, so now we got to move it, you know, up and down. So I think left is up. Oh, okay. See, it's kind of catching up now. So we're going to go the other way. Just move it until it, you know, catches up. Okay, so now this particular part, as you can see, that was just my fault as the cameraman. She wasn't even in frame there, but it happens so fast that, you know, she will, get back in frame. So let's hit play here. Okay. So you have to remember to to hit the keyframes. So let's let it play one more time. Okay, it's having trouble here. Hang on a sec. So let's say we want to maybe hit the keyframes, you know, like right. Let's say we want to hit the keyframe right there. So you're going to hit position again, like earlier, because you want to toggle the animation. Because now it's going to freely or manually, we're going to tell it where to go. So you're going to kind of hit spacebar until you're satisfied. So you see we want her to be the center. So every time you move this now, it's going to make a keyframe automatically. You don't have to click, you just have to drag. Now watch the screen go up. See, now it's working like it should. So we want to move her. And left is left and right is right for this one right here, the position. So we want her in the middle, okay? So we're going to hit play. So let's go back because her feet were kind of cut. Now I don't think we're going to be able to do anything about that. We'll see here. So let's go. This is your up and down, I believe. Or no, this is the up and down. So left is up and down is going to the right. As you can see me moving it over, right? I'm dragging it. Now you can see the black. They call these like black pillows, or just, you know, the dark space. Obviously she's not in frame there, so that's okay. So we're going to Control Z, go back to where we were, and we're just going to let it play for a couple seconds. So the up and down we couldn't really fix, but we have power. We can change this right here because the screen before, right, was all of this. It was horizontal. It was the 16 by 9. This is 9 by 16 top to bottom. Just think it's backwards. Whenever you have a real vertical, it's 9 by 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back a couple frames. Now you see her leg goes out. So usually you want to do it before it gets to the side. So we're going to manually, we're going to move left. And you see how it created another keyframe. So I kind of want her in the center right there. So right here it created another keyframe, okay? So now we're going to hit play. And you can, sometimes, you know, if you do it right, if you film the subject correctly in the middle and you're not bouncing around and moving too much, then you won't have to, then the less keyframing you'll have to do. So make sure you be aware of that. So rule of thumb, unless you're intentionally wanting the subject on the left or the right side of the camera and you're trying to capture something in the back, I mean, keep the subject in the middle of the camera, especially for dance. So here we go. Okay, so right here, she gets out of frame. Back up a little bit here. Because right here, I thought I saw, yeah, look how close, you know, you kind of want to keep them out of the dead space, you know, or that, you don't want them close to the edge. So we're going to fast forward. Okay, so this one right here, this going to be a pretty big one. So we'll go right there. And I'll also, a trick, use your up, down, or use your left and right arrow key to scroll through it faster. Because you see how my mouse isn't down here. It's not up here. I'm literally using my left and right keys. This is how you do it really fast. So I'm going to hit this one. Oops. Okay, so we need to go the other way. So just now I'm dragging to the right. As you see, it's counting up. And we want to get her in frame. So she's almost in the middle. Probably about right there. I'm going to let go. Okay. Now we're going to hit play. Or spacebar, whichever. Okay, so she's already off again. So I'm just hitting my left arrow key on my computer, and you need to catch. We're going to go right there. So we're going to go over even more. So I'm dragging it over to the right. So right there is good. We're going to hit play. Okay, so her foot totally was out of the shot right there. So we already did these keyframes, so just kind of keep an eye that, you know, it's trying to catch up right now. So let's give it a sec. Okay, so you see right there. So we want her foot. We know, you know, we see the foot coming down. We want to make sure that that's going to be in frame. So we're going to drag it even more to the right. But now you see her hand is cut off. So we don't want to do it too much. And sure, you know, she might be out of frame just a tiny bit. But, you know, as long as it's for a quick second, it's not going to hurt anything. But, you know, this is what I mean. When you do an Instagram reel, guys, it's going to narrow it down, and you're going to have to do more work. Versus the 4x3, it's usually like this wide by this wide. Like, if you look at my mouse, this would be stretched out a little bit more on each side. But this, the narrower you have the screen, the more work you're going to have to put in to keyframe it. So let's hit play and see where we're at. Okay, so her foot is still out, but after the hit, but her arm came in, so now that gives us room to go again some more. We're going to drag it to the right. Okay, just a little bit, and let's hit play. Okay, so good. Let's let the computer catch up here. Let's clear all this. Okay, so she's out of frame again. So, I mean, look where we're at and look how much we have to go. You know, but, you know, that's just what it takes. Let's go back a little bit. Let's hit spacebar instead of hitting. It's just easier for me. Okay, so good right there. I'll use my arrow keys to kind of go back, and we're gonna drag it to the left now. Or, yeah, to the left. I said left and I went right with my hand. Okay, so now we're gonna get her in frame again. Okay, I'm gonna go over a little more because I think she does end up more over here. And we're going to hit, just to go a couple frames. Okay, it's trying to catch up. I think what I might do is I might import the long video that I already did. And since that is already fully edited, I could just grab that and show you guys that it would be a lot faster. So we might do that because this is becoming a real pain. Okay, but as you can see, it looks like we're back on track here. Okay, but her leg was out there, so see that? So we want to get it before anything touches the side. And we want to drag it to the left. We want her in the middle of the frame, okay? Just remember, the target or the subject needs to be in the middle of the frame. And like I said, if you need a little circle to help you, sometimes you can figure out how to draw one. Or, you know, like I had that one in the very beginning, I think. Where did that go? It's gone. It's okay. Let's see what we have so far. Why not? You know, we worked this hard. So this is all baby. Gosh dang it, it's just doing this stupid. I think what we're gonna do is I don't know if I want to save it. I think we're gonna save a copy. Yeah, I'm just going to save a copy that way, because I might not be done with it. We're going to put extra. And save it to my desktop for And now I'm going to just open a new project. We're going to put finished video, Rufus do Soul. Okay, we're going to hit create. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of all this. Well, actually, I think I'm going to keep this. I don't think I have to do anything. So we're going to go like this. Oh, these are my intros. I can show you guys how to make intros eventually. So this is the video. So here it is. This video is already finished. Don't have to worry about volume or anything. See, I wish I would have thought of this earlier, but that's okay. But we won't have any problems. We won't have all this, garbage here. I wonder if I could. What if I could just do this? Watch. I'll just drag it on top, and I'll just cut it. It should be the same, I think. Yeah, no, it's okay. Okay, yep, I don't know why I thought that. I was trying to shortcut, but... Okay, so let's just bring it down right here. Uh-oh, see it's red? Let's see what happens if it... See, it's because it's still rendered. I rendered it and exported it, is why it's playing smoothly still. Versus over here... Let's try it. Yeah, you see that? It's already freezing. So that's the benefit of already... You could reload the clip back in. Honestly, I've never had that problem before. I don't know what happened. It would never be that slow and glitchy and be red like that. It would let me edit the clip, because usually I would do the horizontal first, because, if you want a YouTube video or YouTube edit, you export that, and then you turn this into a sequence of, 9:16, which we did here. And then you would just start keyframing. So I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever, but there's always a solution. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, or I don't, because it didn't do that before. It would let me edit flawlessly, and it wouldn't be so choppy. But that's okay, because you could just re-import the old clip, like I said, which is what we're going to do with this one. Let's scoot this over a little bit. Let's get this, where are we at here? Okay, we want to be over. Gonna hit play. Okay, where's the volume at? Jeez, silly. Okay, I don't know where the volume's at. That's ridiculous. But let's see if we can get the just get this basically. I'll bring the volume over. Hang on a sec. So we don't want that. So we want it like right. We want it like right there. Okay, so basically right there. So we're gonna drag this over. This is how you learn, guys. You got to make mistakes, so you can learn. This is why this edit is so long. I'm not going to show you how perfect I am at editing. I'm going to show you the real life flaws and errors and troubleshooting that comes with this software, which is Adobe. But it happens on all the other softwares too. It doesn't matter if you're using Vegas Pro or even Video Leap on the phone. You're going to run into little errors here and there. You just got to figure it out. You got to click around. You got to find out. So let's see what happens here. So I can already tell you that the music was off. I want the music to be on beat still, but we'll be able to work through this a lot quicker. Sorry. So So let me just see where we're at here. Now again, you move one thing, it moves everything else. If you have a video that's already exported. See here, this came out okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so the music should already be. The music is ahead, I should say. So let's go like right here. Or let's drag it back, a little bit more. Oh, too much, you see? See, the magnet is being a real pest right now. So we're going to take the magnet off the snap in time lapse. Let's go back here. Yeah, see, that's way too much. So I don't like that. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. See what happens. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is better. Okay, that's where we want it, right there. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm going to move this up. Oh, see, I was like, why is it not snapping? Gotta snap the tool again. Go back, and good. Now it's aligned. Let's watch it one more time. I know it's probably bothering you guys, so I'm gonna chop it. I'm gonna cut it right here because she's off screen. We don't want to adjust the other part, the beginning of the clip, right? We just want this to stay where it's at. Okay, so we're going to move this over. So let's see where it's at right here. This is going to go a lot faster now, I promise. Okay, so good. Now we can do this with pure speed. So I can tell her foot is going to go back. So we're going to enter toggle mode, and okay, here's where the fun part comes in. We're gonna get this done. Nope, so our foot getting kind of close there. You can just, I'm not even hitting, I don't even need to use the arrow keys anymore because it's moving at normal speed because remember, this clip has been exported, so this render is kind of pointless. It's just like, yeah, we're still gonna probably re-render it, but yeah, just pay attention. Okay, so now, yeah, usually you can use this to move back, right? Or you can use this, or you can use your left and right arrow key on your keyboard. The keyboard makes it go really fast and it's more accurate in my opinion, so I will say it actually is a good thing to use that. So we're going to go over now, and remember, every time we drag it, left or right, up, down, or if you zoom out, you see how that works? Even though you made it into the new sequence of the vertical, you can still zoom out to get the horizontal. You can even get creative and like make a video where it zooms in real slow like this, or you could do the same thing where you zoom like way out to horizontal. However, I'm going to hit Control Z because that's just, we're diving into different scale, but I want to move to my left now, as you can see. So I'm going to hit spacebar. Okay, so she's getting kind of close there, so I'm going to back up a little bit. We want the subject close to the middle, so I'm going to drag it over. We're going to hit spacebar to hit play. Okay, now her foot is off, right? Remember from before? We're going to hit that. We're going to hit play. Okay, so she's kind of out again, so we're just really going to drag it over. Remember, this arm is going to be probably out of frame here. We'll see what happens. Sometimes you can kind of do frame by frame by frame. Technically, the video that I watch on YouTube is you're supposed to do every 2 to 3 frames, so it would go like this. So every time you go 1, 2, 3, that's a frame. Every click, that's a frame. So let's move it over. 1, 2, 3. That's a good rule of thumb for the beginners out there doing this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you get through it fast and efficiently, is using the left and right arrow keys to push you forward or move you forward through the frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now see, we're starting to drift. So let's take it back a couple. Move it over. See what she does. You know, a lot of it is just trial and error. Okay, I made a chop here, or a cut. That's fine, because her shoes are in the center. That's fine. Let me see here, actually, real quick. We'll go back. I think I will actually go left, right? Because that looks better than the other one, right? So we want that. So let me see something here. Okay, so let me actually, I'm gonna undo that last one. So we're going to go create a keyframe. We're gonna go over. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I started it way too late. That's why. Over 1, 2. Okay, now it's back to. Now remember, this is one whole clip, so it's gonna mess up. Watch. I'm gonna cut it right here because I know we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to essentially start over because anything you move here is gonna affect this whole clip. Okay, and it's because we exported it. It's one giant clip. Do you understand? It's not multiple little clips anymore. Okay, let's go to V to get out of the cut tool. Let's hit play. Okay, so yeah, left side needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to scoot back. This was looking pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of the front foot there is off, I just noticed. Kind of bugs me a little bit here. Let's see here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see if I can go. Yeah, I kind of want both feet on there. Now watch. Let's see what happens if you play it. Sometimes if you mix up the keyframes or you put one keyframe ahead, it can kind of like get jittery. Just like it did there. You see that? Watch this. So definitely we do not want that. So you gotta basically go back. And I don't want you to get discouraged because this can take a little bit to get good at. If you want to select both keyframes like that, you can hit delete. This is make sure you zoom out. I would zoom out. Yeah, you gotta zoom out on this one, like that. And let's hit play. So you got. It needs to look natural, right? Okay. So what was that? What was that? So whatever that was, we don't want that. I think it was right here. If it's sometimes if they're too close, see that? And yeah, for some reason, whenever you click on this one, it doesn't. Okay, yes, you kind of have to click carefully to click this one. I know it's this one, so watch. See, it just moved. Now watch. Also, another trick for you guys that you can do. Also, if you guys hear music in the background, that's my roommates dancing. So, a little background ambiance never hurts. So, a tip you can do or a trick you can make. Sometimes you might be cut off, right? Just watch. Just bear with me here. Sometimes you might have this cut off, but it might be like right here. And you might not notice that you have some black at the bottom. So then it'll be playing, you know, you'll have, well, you can't see it now because it disappeared, but you can go over here to Lumetri color, and you can change, you know, like the shadow I think I usually do. So like watch, just bear with me here. Usually what you do is before you do anything, you change like the shadows or something on it, because what it would do, watch, just bear with me here. Watch this black space. Let's go 0. Maybe exposure. Let's see. Hang on. there's a way where you, or before when I did it, I would make this, what do you call it? Like brighter. And if it would, if I would know that, like, if the black pillows popped up, then I would be like, oh, I'm off the edge, you know. So let's see, was it tint? No. You could also put like you could put like some sort of a box here or something. Again, like you could do, you know, create a mask or 4-point polygon mask. And it's just to let you know that when you get too close to the edge, that you're not leaving any of that black space, you know, out in the open. But we'll not worry about that right now because I thought I could get that to work. But okay, anyways, let's see how we're looking now. Okay, so you see that little wobble there? We don't like that. Like, what was that? You know, we don't need that. So try to figure out. And you see how the black pops up right here, guys? See that? You don't want that. You do not want that. So this is the culprit right here. We're gonna get rid of this keyframe, and you see how it bumps down. Watch. I'm gonna Control Z. Now we're back into the flow of things. Okay. Now we're gonna do Control Shift Z to undo that because we're done with that. I just want to show you guys. Let's see where we're at. All right. What was that? A little jitter there. It was this one, I believe. So let's see. And that's what I'm saying. You have to make sure you do everything. Like, it needs to be keyframe and then move the subject. Keyframe, move the subject. Keyframe, move the subject. If you try and go back and move something that you've already done before the subject, it's gonna, unfortunately, it's gonna mess everything up, and you're gonna have to kind of start all over or delete. So it's kind of a painstaking process. You know, like, thank goodness I didn't have to do that whole 5-minute video, or I would pull my hair out, you know? Or maybe, you know, do auto reframe, but you guys saw how much of a mess that was. But let's play and see what we got so far. Okay, here we go. The foot right there was out. So I think what I'm going to do right there, since it's after this keyframe, what we could do actually is, okay, another thing, you see how it's blue? This lights up blue whenever you're on a current keyframe. So, right, when I go over it. So what we can do is we can fix our mistake or our error. So I can just drag it over a little more because I know she's going to kick back a little bit more, and watch. So right there, now see the foot? So watch, I'm going to go back to this current keyframe and we're going to drag it a little more. Now we're going to drag this over. Okay, so still, like, oh my goodness. And it's just like, the less keyframes, honestly, the better. But I mean, if you need to use another one, you can. But it's just going to look like this. Okay, if it looks natural and unforced, not forced, then you're good. All right, ready? Let's hit play. That looks good. This looks good. That looks good. Okay, she's kind of, we're back on track here. Let me back up here. Scoop. What's going on here? So I don't know why this is not scooting back. Let's see. There we go. I got stuck or something. Oh, it's because this clip, when it transitioned from the step, it's kind of just being silly. It's being kind of weird. But she is in frame, which is fine. Everything looks mostly in frame. Boom, boom, boom. That doesn't bother me too much. If you really want to, we can fix that by going to, say, you know, maybe we do this frame. No, we'll go this frame, and we're just going to go over a little bit. So by the time we do get to this frame, You know, it's just barely out. There's just little things that bug me personally. Okay, so good enough. Good enough. So boom, she's out. Now she's kind of cut off here, so we can just, okay, so since it switches here, because I made a cut, we're going to, yeah, as you can see here, we made this cut right here as well. It's time to, oh, see, that's why it did that. We are now on a new clip. So, as you can see, this is not lit up, right? Because we're not on this keyframe. You know, now we are, you know, now we're not. So, right here, you can feel free to, yeah, I know it looks pretty close, but we're going to move it forward, or we're going to continue onward, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to try and play with it. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our hand kind of comes dangerously close here, which I don't like that. So we're going to scoot it over. Oh, you know something that I don't think it's creating keyframes. See, good lesson for you guys. When you get to a new clip, you have to add another one. Okay. So just be weary of that. Because a new clip doesn't matter. It doesn't carry on. You have to add new keyframes each clip. So let's see if we're on track. Just gonna hit play. It was okay. Let me see it again. That looked a little. Let me see this full screen. Sometimes you just gotta watch things full screen. Not too bad, I guess. We'll stick with that. It doesn't look bad. But now that we're on to this new one, so here, our arm's kind of blocked out by the sun. I can't really see, but you know, it's looking all right. All right. So right there, we don't want that. So let's go right here. So now the keyframes are started. Okay, so see how it popped up again? So now we're good. We're gonna hit play. Let's see here. Okay, she's getting off center. We're gonna get back to center. Okay, that right there, I didn't really like that. Let me go back to here. Alright. Oh no, I lost it. So sometimes it moves really fast. If you look up on top here, if you don't be careful, it just boom, you lose your progress where you were at. You just gotta be kind of like, you gotta zoom out. You can zoom out on this one too. You zoom out on this one and this one, because this is your effect controls. This is a separate panel. So, anyways, we're gonna get back to this. You gotta go slow. Okay. So she's getting pretty close. So she's like really close to the right. So I'm just gonna go left. Go a little more. Okay, remember you want to keep them center. Oops, that was my bad. Let's get it so it lights up. Okay, so it's lit up because I need to go back to this and need to go this way. Right, and then I'm going to go this way again. I think this is where she does the toe stall. Let's see here. Let's use the arrow keys. Okay, so she's getting cut off right here. Okay. Kind of close here, so we're gonna move her this way. Boom, boom. I already know she's like, look at her body. She's gonna go this way. So you can kind of sense, see with the direction of the movement of the body and what's going to be next. So we're going to move over this way, create a keyframe, arrow key over. Looking pretty good. Foot is out. Move over. Let's see where we're at here. We're kind of lost. Okay, see it created another keyframe. Okay, it's kind of too close. So let's go back to this keyframe. What's going on here? It's got to be like, okay, good. Let's move it over a little more. 2, 3, boom. Now her foot's in, good. In. I'm just going like every few frames and I'm stopping with the right arrow key. I'm hitting the right arrow key to make it play. Or not play, but it just moves it frame by frame. Okay, so the arm's out. Let's go back a couple frames, maybe 3 frames, and then we're going to move her back into the center. Rinse and repeat. Hand is moving out. Rinse and repeat. Alright, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. What's this hand do? Okay, the hand is still in. Still in. Oh, now she's off. So go back a couple frames. We're going to move her over here. She stays in. I'm going to move her over again. Boom, boom, boom. Move over. Foot goes out. We don't like that. We don't like that. So let's do this, because I know she's going to do like a big kick. Boom. Foot is out right here. You see, I think you guys are getting the hang of it now, but hang along for the ride. We're going to finish this. We're almost done. We're more than just about halfway in this clip. Alright, we're getting a little close here, but I'll allow that. But, you know, all it takes is a quick adjustment. Now you see how the height, I never really have to mess with the height, and you always want a little bit of a gap. You want a space just above the head, and some space just below the feet. So that's why when you film horizontally, usually that's what you want to do first, is you film the video horizontally, you come in, you manually keyframe it, and you make sure when you're filming horizontally that you have that space or that gap above their head and below their head as well. Same thing applies if you're filming vertical with your camera on your gimbal. Okay, getting a little close here for my liking, so I'm gonna, boom, drag it over. Okay, so you see right here, she actually did kind of step out, or it was, you know, my camera work. So we're gonna go over. So I'm gonna actually, this is zooming out, so this is up and down. So you see how we have a little bit of playroom there? So I'm gonna go down just a little bit, like right there. So now we're gonna continue. But look at her arm right here. It's a little close for me. So we're gonna go over, keep her in the center. Getting close to this edge, move her back over. Boom. Foot is too close. Needs to be. Boom. Oops. Kind of froze on me there. Alright, hang on. We lost our place because the Adobe froze for like a half sec. Let's see where we're at. Now the hand, you see the hand? We're going to have to go back up with this one just a little bit. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky here. This is nice because I was just staying put at the end. Now, this is that toe stall. Now, kind of cut off on the bottom and the top. So what we do here is we use the scale tool. The position tool, this goes left and right. This one goes up and down, and this one zooms you out. So we do have a little bit to play with, but just a little bit. So make sure the black doesn't show up. Okay, right there. Now you're just going to have to, you know, now remember I cut it in the other video over here. So it actually works out perfectly. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Let's see. add a new keyframe. So it's going to work its magic all the way up to this keyframe. When it gets, you know, right here, it will move the clip over. And you'll see when we're done. Oh, kind of glitched. Let's see what happened. Okay, we're good. Just a little hiccup. Okay, so the arm here is cut off. So, you know, before we even get, what's going on here? Boom. Okay, we're gonna move it over, center it. Okay. I think this is where I'm moving up close, so that's fine. Because watch. However, she's still not center, so we want to center her even though I'm moving in closer. Okay, so yes, after this keyframe, blah, 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 we're going to move over like that. Oh, hang on, let it load. Okay. Move over. Okay, we're good, we're good. Maybe we'll go over, I want to catch, you know, be in the middle. Okay, obviously she's got to cut off there. So let's go some more like this. Let it catch up. Okay, we want her over a little more, like right there. Let's let it catch up a sec here, okay? Every time I say let it catch up, it's making the adjustment after I do it about a second or two later. So when you see it, when you see her move, that's why it's just taking a second. Okay, so obviously you already know the drill. We gotta go to our right. Okay. Okay, let it catch up here. See, I didn't really give it time to breathe here, so hang on a sec. See, yeah, I gotta give it time to breathe. This isn't too bad. It's not too bad. Let me go back and play it. Let me go back to like right here. I mean, we could fix it a little bit right there, because that does kind of annoy me a little bit, like right there. Let's make sure we're... Okay, good. So let's hit play. It's like, yes, the arms is cut off. That's fine. It's because we are, you know, in real, R-E-E-L mode, or 9x16 vertical. I mean, you could zoom it out, but look at the top. You know, look at the top and bottom. There are ways that you can, like, you know, you can create like a double clip, or you could try and match the top and the bottom as best you could to the, put it in the dark spaces. But I mean, it's really not that bad. This is just because I was moving in closer, so so don't get too, you know, confused and caught up that. This is exactly how it should be. So that's fine. That's good. This is what we want. I don't like how her hand was out of frame like theirs. I do like the sun, so I think I'm gonna go like right there. Okay. And she kind of goes out of frame anyways, but I like how her smile and the face, the head is in frame. And I think that's good. Yep, there's the outro. Okay, let's let it play from the beginning and see what it looks like. Ready? Full screen. Well, I already messed up on the beginning part, but we'll fix that in a second. That spot also does look a little, like, watch, what's it do? It does something. I might redo that part, but let's just watch it. This is all the manual work we just did. That was a little close for me. Yep, her foot's out. So why don't we just fix it right now while we're at it. Get off full screen. See, this is the part where you have to be careful, but I am here with the knowledge and the tips so you guys don't mess up. So you could make another free keyframe, but it could mess with this one. So you need to just pick a keyframe that you're already on, hopefully, and just try and move it over. Yeah, let's just do that. Because she's in the center enough, it's not really going to affect us. So watch. Let's see what happens. See? Not bad. Good. A little bit of a swoop right here. Watch. You kind of saw the camera, you know. That's fine, though. That's fine. So, yeah. Foot back in. Perfect. There's a little bit of room there. You know, I don't want to add a keyframe. I mean, here, we could try it. Right? We'll see what happens here. Watch. Okay, it didn't really mess with it. Okay, it didn't mess with it too bad. So sometimes you can get away with adding a keyframe if you have to go back. That's totally fine. Okay, so where was this part? Where are we at here? The thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't keep your playhead. It doesn't move to the right. Unlike this one, like you have to follow it, you have to zoom out and then realign. So that her hand popped out there. Isn't it interesting how we missed all this? This is why I tell you guys, you gotta go back and catch your errors and mistakes. Don't just rush it. Just take your time. Let's see if we can get away with this. We should be able to. If you don't see it make any jitters or unnatural movement, then you're fine. Just keep going. What was that? You see that kind of move right here? It was just kind of, I felt like it was unneeded. Ah, I see, because her foot. So let's Control Z that. Let's get rid of this one. I don't think that even did anything. Let's do that. I see. I think I did that because her hand. Yeah, her hand was out. Well, what we can do is we can take this one, this keyframe, since we're already on it. We'll move this over a little bit, and we'll go like this. We'll hit play. Perfect. Oh, what do we got here? What the heck is this? This black bar popped up. You see what I'm saying? Can you imagine if you posted this on Instagram and you're like, oh, what is that? I just messed up everything, So we're gonna remove that.